Well, well, well. Guys, while we were sleepwalking through the budget yesterday, it transpires from a leak that was reported in the Daily Telegraph that more than 50,000, that is five with four zeros, illegals have disappeared right here in the UK. I saw this flash up last night just before I was going to bed. So apologies. I was going to report on it, but I thought better do it today. So I've just been out, I've just come back. And just when we think that it can't get any worse, it gets even more worse. Really? Anyway, guys, I hope you're well. And I just want to check online what this story is saying. I can't access the Daily Telegraph story, so I apologize on that. But I'm going to look online now and just see what this story is all about. 'Cause I didn't get a chance to look at it last night. It was literally the last thing I saw before I went to sleep. So I'm finding out about this just as much as you are. And I saw this morning, and I've already posted about it, that the government's bragging about how they've brought down net migration, which isn't entirely true because the Tories, before some of their actions are coming to fruition now, but apparently net migration has come down by 69%. Not too sure about that, but that's what they're saying. And what they're not saying is that the amount of millionaires and billionaires that have fled this country because of all the nonsense that's been happening, not just with migration, but with the tax system, this, that, and everything else, is absolutely huge and it's crippling this country. But first of all, let's look at these 50 odd thousand illegal migrants who have just disappeared since they come here to the UK. I just want to say before all of this that do you remember I was speaking before many times that they should be tagged. We should have tagged these migrants the moment they came across the channel or however they came into this country. We should have tagged and tracked them. We had track and trace during COVID. Can I say that word? We had track and trace during the COVID. You know what I'm saying? Should have done the same thing to the legal migrants. Anyway, let's check what it's saying here. I'm just scrolling down, so bear with me, guys. So it says here, a leaked Home Office document suggests the whereabouts of tens of thousands of these illegal migrants. They have no clue whatsoever. So they're saying here the jaw-dropping statistics were obtained by independent MP Rupert Lowe. He's done a lot on this subject, guys. So Rupert Lowe is from Reform UK. He's done a lot on this, and people have tried to silence him, but he's still at it. He's been tenacious, and he won't stop until he gets to the truth. I'm wrong. So, guys, Rupert Lowe is formerly of the Reform UK party. I think he's moved to, is it Advance UK? Something like that? I can't remember, but please let me know in the comments section if you know. But I think Rupert Lowe is now from Advance UK. I hope that got that right. It says here, despite the Home Office's reported refusal to confirm the accuracy of the leaked data, the numbers align with similar findings revealed in a report earlier by the Chief Inspector of Borders and Immigration, which uncovered nearly 60,000 absconders at the time. So this was a previous report a few years earlier. They said there were 60,000 illegal migrants who've absconded, disappeared into the ether. No one knows their whereabouts or what they're doing or where they're at. Really? In the UK? We can't. It beggars to belief. Anyway, so Rupert Lowe, who represents Great Yarmouth, is now calling on the Home Secretary, Shabana Mahmood, to take immediate action. This is a national security emergency and must be treated as such, he said. And then the story goes on. I'm just going to try and cherry pick the important information, the pertinent information. So experts have highlighted the ease for which these people can disappear. So Tony Smith, who's the former Director General of Border Force, has shed light on the ease with which these migrants who face deportation, who face deportation can vanish into thin air. We haven't really got to grips with identifying and catching people who are working cash in hand here, he says. And he says, let me just move on from that. So he says, you're only going to get caught if you happen to be in a raid when immigration enforcement turns up. They will recognize them as an absconder because they'll have been fingerprinted. So your biometric data will be in the system. So these guys have been fingerprinted. But I've said that they need to be tracked and traced, and they need to have some sort of, whether it's on the wrist, the leg, or whatever, some sort of way of being able to track them at any point in time. So the former border chief suggested that the Home Office should harness the power of technology to track and identify missing migrants through their mobile phones, despite potential human rights concerns. There is technology, he said, we should be exploring to see if there is more we can do in the black economy to identify the people they are employing. Apparently, there's an Operation Sterling, which operates under the government and has invested £5 million in immigration enforcement to target, arrest, detain, and deport. To target, arrest, detain, and deport, and return illegal workers in various industries. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I'm not going to go any more into that. Sorry, the way this has been written is really bad, so I wasn't able to read it properly. Apologies for that. I would have worded it differently. But from this report, we have 53,000 illegal migrants who at this moment in time, we have no idea where they are. Are they in the country? Are they out of the country? Where are they? We have no idea. Are they in England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales? We don't know. Are they working? Are they not working? We don't know. All we know is that at this point in time, we have no idea where they are. 53,000 migrants. That is absolutely shocking. So on the day that you are listening to all this nonsense about the budget, which is absolutely important to us, they were deflecting. They've announced this news that they have no idea where all these migrants are. Guys, let me know down here in the comments section. I think this is absolutely disgusting. They have got to get a grip, find out where these 50,000 are, and just say to them, I'm sorry, but you've broken your own rules. We have no idea where you have absconded to, so it's time to cheerio, goodbye, and see you later. Guys, let me know in the comment section what you think. Make sure you look after yourselves, look after each other, and my goodness, if you thought it wouldn't get any worse, it just has. I will see you at the next one.